What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 10 battle for the BBR. I am so upset about last week. Oh my god, we choked a lot. We choked in multiple different areas, and we still had a chance to win the game. And I threw, and I'm so disappointed because I really want to be the one to end Kyle's win streak. But we are off to a different week. We have our chance at revenge, at redemption. And we are playing against the Indianapolis Kobe Lions and their coach Trexo. Now, I've played Trexo before in the past, a long time ago, back in the ICBA, and we actually got a 6-0 against him. So that's the last time we played, and I don't know how much better he is. I don't know how much, I guess, he's improved from the course of then to now, but at the same time, I know we've gotten better. So hopefully we can definitely get a W again. His team, I believe, is like 3-6 or 4-5, and we're sitting at 6-3. So a win here kind of knocks him out of playoff contention, but a win for us, or a loss for us rather, a loss for us really hurts us, definitely. So we got to make sure we get a win here. His team is very scary. You guys see it on your screen now. Spectrier, Tapu Lele, Thundurus, Therian. He's got Vaporeon and Incineroar as two great pivots now, with Vaporeon getting flip turn. Drapion gets access to Toxic Spikes and Knockoff. Cradilly's annoying as hell. His only ground type is the Alolan Dugtrio. It's also his only steel type. He's got Graplock as his fighting, which is interesting considering he has a Spectrier. Other than that, Unfezant and Vespiquen, meh, whatever. Looking at this team though, I think there are definitely some notable threats. The big ones, Spectrier, Lele, Thundee, Incineroar. Those are the four biggest ones in my opinion. Other than that, he has two Pokemon that have immunities to water and Vaporeon and Cradilly. Both of them are pretty solid brings to this matchup. Vaporeon because it checks my Moltres, my Swampert, my Metagross, to an extent my Diancie, and I guess my Haunter as well. So it's pretty scary in that extent, but we do have ways around it. We do have ways around my opponent's entire team. It is very specially offensive, but at the same time, I know he's done a lot of work with a Graplock, so hopefully we can get the job done against that. The Dugtrio is also a big problem because it is an immunity to the electric moves, which are going to be problematic. It also is a resist to the common types that still resists, well, not resist ice, but it's neutral to ice at least. The big thing though is that it is immune to electric attacks, and that is number one, the biggest priority, because it's such a huge problem because my Raikou, other than that, demolishes his team. And even then, we still have Scald, don't get me wrong. We still have Aura Sphere, don't get me wrong. We should be fine against it. But let's go ahead and jump into it with our first Mon, and that is going to be our Urshifu. MattOshea is back, and this thing is not getting many kills this season, and also not getting many appearances. But you know what? It took a break last week. It's here to do some damage, and it should be doing damage against this team. Look at it. Spectrier is the biggest offensive threat next to Tapu Lele. Those two are the number 1 and 2, and we are immune to psychic moves, and we resist ghost moves. And honestly, even though it gets to like +2 or whatever, Spectrier is still a big threat, but we have a Scarf for Urshifu, which will just Oko it, straight up with Wicked Blow. Love it. I will definitely take advantage of that. We do have Sucker Punch on this set just as a backup in case that there's no terrain up and the Spectrier, let's say, is scarfed itself, and then we can say, all right, you're locked into Scarf Shadow Ball or something, it's the end of the game, Sucker Punch. Boom, we get a KO on it, we avoid a sweep. Very nice, we'll take it, right? Other than that though, this thing really demolishes everything. Like his Dark Resist is the Incineroar and the Graplocked. Graplocked, if it comes, it comes. I do have some answers to it, but the Incineroar I expected to be coming, and we have close combat for it as well, and that just completely dominates. So I feel pretty good in this matchup with our I was gonna say Incineroar, with our Urshifu. Hopefully we can get a win with it. Hopefully we can be the leader in on the team in terms of kills, in terms of value and whatever. It needs to have a really good week. It needs to get thumbnail at some point, but hey, we'll see what happens. Moving on, our next Mon is going to be the... Oh, actually, I didn't even mention, actually, so I should just mention what we have speed for on the set. Our speed on the set is there for the Tapu Lele or the Drapion. We also speed tie and Adamant. Alolan Dugtrio, I didn't really think I needed to outspeed Adamant. It was just an extra 4 EVs or 8 EVs in speed. Again, didn't expect him to go Adamant, considering we do have a Cryogonal, we do have, I guess, a Raikou, but Raikou outspeeds. We do have the Urshifu that he needs to run Jolly to outspeed guaranteed, so I felt pretty comfortable running this speed for just Lele and just Drapion. Our next Mon is going to be our Lele answer, and that's our Metagross here. 0, the Metagross with Meteor Mash, Toxic, Rock Slide, and Protect. With Rock Slide, we hit the, I'm trying to think of it, the Thundurus for super effective damage. That's a very big importance. We also hit the Vaporeon for neutral damage instead of running Ice Punch, which Ice Punch obviously has a chance to freeze, but Vaporeon has Scald, so there's no real worry. And besides, we already got a freeze once this season. There's no reason for us to go for it again, just none at all. With our investment here, it's a very complicated spread. Spread I'm happy with. Honestly, it's pretty funky, but you guys will know what it does in a second. This set, what it does, we take a +1 Expert Belt Lele's Shadow Ball. That's very important, so in case he's Expert Belt and he has a Calm lined up on the switch, we'll take the hit, we'll fire off a Meteor Mash, and we'll Oko that thing. Beautiful. With Protect, we can make sure we get up a second bit of leftovers recovery. It's just there for a bit of extra recovery from leftovers. Just scout for any Scarfers, basic stuff like that. Other than that, we are also not 3 KO'd by Moonblast by Specs Lele or 5 KO'd by Specs Lele's Psychic either. Scarf Shadow Ball doesn't actually 2 KOS from the Tapu Lele when we have our leftovers, protect, gain back leftovers. So once we have 2 rounds of leftovers back, we'll live a second Shadow Ball from the Tapu Lele in case it makes a prediction. Our HP there is a leftovers number, so what that is, again, I'll mention every time, it is a number that is divisible by 16 plus 1. So leftovers, the way it works is it takes your HP stat, divides it by 16, and whatever the number before the decimal is, that's what you're going to get for leftovers recovery. So in this instance, I believe we get 11 is our recovery for leftovers. So we'll be getting 11 points of leftovers recovery, and then we put the rest into our special defense to make sure we can take all of those hits, which is very, very nice. At the same time, by the way, in case you didn't know, we are so bulky. Metagross has 80 HP and 90 special defense, rather, and that makes it so we can actually take a Scarf Spectrier Shadow Ball after rocks. I will take that. It's not the calc I really want to go for. I don't want to take the hit, but if I desperately need to, let's say there's no Lele, Metagross has a bit of a clear range to do kind of whatever it wants, then boom, we have that there. At the same time, we're an adamant nature. We hit things so damn hard. We also take +2 Thunderbolt from Thundurus. We have speed for an adamant Graplock. Wow, speed for adamant Graplock. That's it. And we do take in Jolly Incineroar's Flare Blitz from full. Basically, we want toxic things. If it's Lele against Metagross, Lele is switching out. It's switching out if it didn't go for Focus Blast or Shadow Ball or whatever. And if it didn't go for either of those, I click Toxic pretty freely on the incoming Vaporeon. So that's my best bet there. I feel good about that decision, and we can really wear it down. If it's not running Heal Bell, then we're in a really good position with our Metagross. Wearing down the Vaporeon is going to be a huge asset for us, and hopefully we can take advantage of it with our next mana, and that is going to be our Raikou here. Sabermetrics is back with Aura Sphere, Scald, Volt Switch, and Calm Mind. This set is simple. It looks very simple, and it kind of is, but it's important to what it does. The speed on the set is there for modest Spectrier. That's why we have the max speed instead of having speed for the Alolan Dugtrio. Spectrier reaches 182 when it's modest, we reach 183. Beautiful. On the set as well, we do take a modest Spectrier's Specs Shadow Ball after rocks. Insane, right? That's what happens. We have 90 HP and 100 special defense. Other than that, we have Calm Mind there to kind of break late game, and I would really like to have Discharge on the set as well. Originally, my set was Discharge, Scald, Volt Switch, and Calm Mind. That was a really strong set, except it kind of got hard-walled by especially defensive Cradily, and if Cradily was not toxic, then it beat us 1v1 no matter what, and that was unfortunate. So we need to make sure we had a way around that, and Aura Sphere does that. If we get to +1, we should be able to handle the Cradily, really weaken it for the rest of our team. And that's kind of what we want to do here. Raikou is there to weaken things, there to clean late game, is very good at that, so hopefully it can be that for us this week. It is very important, and the biggest reason let's try this again. The biggest reason why I wanted to have Aura Sphere over something like Discharge was because Volt Switch 1 gives me momentum, which is huge. Scald gives me the chance to burn and hit something very important like the Thundurus for neutral damage, which I wasn't getting otherwise with Aura Sphere and Discharge or Volt Switch. And then having Aura Sphere stops the 50-50s between the Vaporeon and the Cradily and the Thundurus, because if he expects me to go for Volt Switch or Discharge or Electric move against the Vaporeon and he switches into Thundurus and I go for Aura Sphere, at least I'm getting some damage off. It's some damage. At the same time, if I get the +1, oh, we're 2-KOing the Thundurus. We're 2-KOing it, and we definitely do that because we do outspeed it. It is huge. We want to make sure we get rid of that thing. It is a massive, massive threat. Our next mon is going to be Beep the Charger Bus. It is back once again with the Eviolite, Volt Switch, Sticky Web, Toxic, and Skitter Smack. What this set does, with our investment, we take, well, actually, wow. I don't know why I wrote down in my notes mixed defenses for nothing specific. It was for something very specific. I believe we take 2 Lele's Psychics. I should make sure about that. I'm gonna do some live stuff right now. Let's look at Spectrier to make sure. So Spectrier with the choice specs, level 50. We did, wow. Yeah, no, it's for that. So Spectrier's, let's try it again. For Timid Spectrier's Specs Shadow Ball, we are not 2-KO'd. That is what it is there for, and that is the big thing. The rest I put into my physical defense to take hits a little bit better. For something like the Drapion, we do take a Flare Blitz from a max attack Jolly or Adamant, actually Incineroar, which is very nice, and we can fire off the Toxic on it, weaken it, we can Volt Switch around. Very, very good for us there. Our next mon is going to be our Cryogonal here with the Light Clay and Light Screen only. We're not running Reflect this week. Might be a mistake, but I really want to have access to Toxic and Recover and Freeze Dry. And Light Screen is good because Spectrier, Lele, and Thundurus are all special, and we can really weaken them with, or weaken the damage output they're going to do to us with the Light Screen. That's huge. Majority of his team is special outside of something like the Dugtrio, the Graplock, the Incineroar, and the Drapion, and that's 4 mons out of 11. So I feel pretty good about running Mono Light Screen as my screen this week, and with getting access to 7 turns of it, it's going to be huge for the rest of my team, for my Metagross, for my Urshifu to potentially take a random attack from the Thundurus at +2. It's just very valuable, and we do outspeed the Thundurus with this set. Want to make sure of that. Originally, I messed up and I had speed for Adamant, Alolan Dugtrio, but I messed that up. I should have had speed for Thundurus from the beginning, so thank God I corrected that. Shout out to Meta Knight King King for the mock, and shout out to Hayes as well for the mock, and shout out to Tone for our next and final set, and that is going to be our Swampert. Now Swampert, Jill is back, and I originally ran a Choice Scarf set. Within the second week in a row I ran a Choice item, but we decided that it wasn't going to be that good because he has 2 potential immunities to water in the Cradilly and the Vaporeon. He also has 3 potential immunities to ground in the Thundurus, Unpheasant, and the Vespiquen. Now the Vespiquen and the Unpheasant, they're not coming. If they come, alright, whatever, they come. Not a big deal. But there's too much of a likelihood that Vaporeon or Cradilly comes, so I couldn't afford to run the water move. Now I'm still kind of fighting with myself. Do I want to run Ice Punch or do I want to Flip Turn on this set? But Ice Punch hits the Thundurus for super effective damage. It hits the, I guess, Cradilly for super effective damage as well, and the Unpheasant and the Vespiquen. That's basically it. That's why we're running it. We don't want to have momentum. This set is meant to outspeed a 12 EV in speed Vaporeon, and then we can get up a sub, and our sub is never broken by 12 special attack Vaporeon's Scald. That's it. We do then Toxic it off, and we manage to fire Earthquakes. We can weaken it. Damp is there to prevent any explosion shenanigans. We're not running any water moves, so no need for Torrent this week. And yeah, that is gonna be our team, guys. With the investment in special defense, like I said, our sub is not broken by Vaporeon's 12 special attack Scald. So fingers crossed that he's not running more than that, and hopefully we can weaken the Vaporeon drastically with this set. Guys, that's gonna be our team for this week's battle. Make sure to do me a favor, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to comment your thoughts on the battle down below. I read every single comment and I respond to every single one of them as well. So if you guys want to be responded to, make sure to leave a comment. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let's go ahead and jump into the battle. He didn't bring Cradilly or Vaporeon. What the hell? Okay, fine. He brings the Drapion, which definitely could have access to Toxic Spikes. I feel shitty now. I should have brought my Scarf Swampert. That would have been such a good bring for this. Okay, let's see what he's got. Lele, he's got the Spectrier, he's got Thundurus, he's got Incineroar, he's got Alolan Dougie, and he's got Drapion. Okay, so Liz said we have to be quick. Shout out to her again. Liv, we're going to be leading off with Urshifu. That is our plan here. It is Choice Scarfed. It is there to be a pain in the ass. He has 1 form of removal, and that is the Thundurus, and that's if it's running removal. But we're going to lead off with the Urshifu here. Urshifu should put in a lot of work, outspeed everything, unless it is a Choice Scarf. What is it called? Choice Scarf. Trying to think of the name. I can't think of the name. Oh my god. Choice Scarf Dugtrio? Yeah, Choice Scarf Dugtrio or Choice Scarf Spectrier. That's it. Okay. Okay. If he leads off with a Dugtrio, as much as I want to click Close Combat or Darkest Lariat, it's definitely not my best play, but Horn Dog is the lead. Okay, that's this thing. So this thing could definitely be Scarfed as well. That's totally a possibility. So let's take a look against Thundurus. Thundurus Staring. I should note he likes to lead with this. Okay, so if this thing is Choice Scarf, that's level 16 to level 50. Level 50, Focus Blast, bops me. That fucks me up. Okay, let's see. We're gonna switch out. We're going to switch out hard here. We're going to go into the Charjabug in case he goes for a Focus Blast trying to Oko me. That would suck in case he's Scarfed. And if he does go into this, it's not the biggest deal. It's not the end of the world, but if he does switch out and goes into something, goes for a U-turn or a Volt Switch, whatever. Maybe he goes for a Grass, not expecting to switch into the Swampert, who knows. Volt Switch, shit. Okay, he might have been Scarfed. That's okay though. So I did 21 points of health to me. Let's see, Charjabug against Volt Switch. Volt Switch. Yeah, it's like a min-roll. It's a mid-roll for Timid. Max special attack. So it doesn't rule out that he's like Specs or something, but Mysterio comes out. Okay, that's this. Alright, let's see, Incineroar. It's offensive. It's Jolly. We should take this hit. It does 89. It's a roll. It's a roll in our favor for us to live if he's Jolly. I think we're just gonna go for the webs here. That's our play. We're going to fire up the webs and see what he wants to do. That's our best bet here at this point. I don't really see anything else. If he goes for the Flare Blitz, he goes for Flare Blitz. He goes for Bulk Up. Interesting. Okay. We got up our webs here. He'll KO us here now, I believe. Kind of sucks. Wish I could went for Toxic there. Do we lose to this right off the bat? Don't think so. I don't think we need this anymore that much. Let's just go for a... Do we go for a Toxic or do we go for a Volt Switch? I think we go for a Toxic here. So we'll go for the Toxic, yeah. The only way this hurts us is if he's like Lumberry or if he's Flame Charge. Interesting. We'll take this. Nice. He's at +1 speed. We do have a Swampert. That is a thing. And we do connect, thank God. Is he Lumberry? That's important to note. If he's Lumberry, then this might be a GG's. Who knows? He is not Lum. Okay. Let's take a look quickly. Let's do some quick math. We were at 142. We are now at 62. That is 80 points of health. So Incineroar's Flame Charge at +1. Flame Charge. That makes sense for max attack Jolly. Let's just go for, we don't really need this anymore. Let's just go for the Volt Switch. We'll go for the Volt Switch, get some momentum in case somehow we live or whatever. Maybe goes for another bulk up. Goes for another Flame Charge. Is at +2 now. That's fine. So we lose our Charge Bug. The Charge Bug did what it came to do, which is get up webs. It tosses the Incineroar, which is very nice for us as well. And it's at +2. It's at +1, +2. If I go into Swampert here, let's take a look. Earthquake will do a good chunk. I think our best play is to go into the Swampert. That's our only option, really, because it outspeeds everything else. So we have to go into Swampert, and we'll just go for the Earthquake here. That is our option. I don't really know what he would go into at this point. It's a good thing we didn't really need the Charge Bug too much, but Earthquake's going to come out. It's our best bet. And it'll weaken this thing to the point where it's going to take a good chunk of damage. It'll take like 52 to 63 if it's got no investment. And it's got Toxic on top. Drain Punch, okay. That's fine. It's not going to do too much to me. Yeah, it didn't do too much. Okay. Knockoff will do 57 to 67. That's fine. We should do over half of this. As we do, beautiful. That is lovely. You will love to see it. Okay, and Knockoff is at most 138, and we're out of range for that unless he's adamant. Tough decision here. Do I go for Ice Punch, making a prediction? Let's go for the Earthquake here. We're just going to go for it. We're just going to go for the Earthquake. No big deal. If he switches out, he switches out, but he goes for a Drain Punch. There we go. So we're going to get the KO on this. Nice. Swampert is weakened, but again, Swampert didn't have that big of a role this week. Like, needed a Charge Bug. Charge Bug was get up rocks, or webs rather, and that was it. And it managed to get up webs. Very nice. So we get the KO on this. Beautiful. And that's 1 kill for Swampert. Swampert, I'm pretty sure, is still our kill leader, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe Metagross actually took it over, but they're like neck and neck right now. We are trying to play a little bit quicker so Liv can make sure she has her game. Just as our way to say thank you, we try to be quick for her, do our best not to lose the timer like we did to her. Oh man, make sure you go check her out, guys. She has saved us this stretch here. She's really saved us these past like 6 weeks, so thank you to her. Horn Dog comes out. Okay. This definitely could be going for a Grass Knot. I think we're just going to switch out hard into the Cryogonal. We're just going to do that. We're going to go hard into Cryo. If it goes for Grass Knot, it goes for Grass Knot, so be it. This definitely, if this is Defog, that would really suck, but if it's Defog, then I know it's probably not going to be a setup set, especially considering it has Volt Switch, and it goes for, does it go for Defog here? Volt Switch. Dude, great play, okay. That's fine. He crit me there, didn't he? No, he didn't crit me. Wow, that did a lot more than I expected. Okay, we outspeed everything because we have webs up. That's nice. That is nice. Dude, if I stayed in there. Oh, if I stayed in there. Gex. Okay. Again, I don't really need this thing. I think what I want to do is get rid of the webs. Or get rid of the Sash, potentially. So let's go for a Freeze Dry and get rid of Sash. If it's Scarf, it'll outspeed us, but if it's not, we'll outspeed it. Weakening would be very nice. It probably goes for an Iron Head here. Maybe it goes for Rocks. Maybe, but I mean, I doubt it. If it goes for Rocks, fine. Probably making a prediction. If I go Doug Trio as a... Oops, that's wrong Doug Trio. Doug Trio, Alolan, level 50. We do 47 to 57. It's got no investment. So we do outspeed. We should do a solid chunk of damage to it. Just around half. And we freeze. Dude, I'm sorry, man. Oh, wow. And it thought out. Thank God it thought out. Okay. And Reversal. Interesting. This is not going to chaos, is it? Yeah, no. Okay. Let's go for a Light Screen here. Let's let it chaos and let's go for a Light Screen. Why not? Why not? So we're gonna have 7 turns of screens. We will take that. As he goes for the Reversal again, he's gonna get the KO on us. That's fine. Alright, so down goes Snow Days off. That's okay. What do we want to go into here? Raikou outspeed. He has 1 ground type. I don't think anything really wants to appreciate a Scald. Is that it? Is that what we're going to do here? We're going to go into Urshifu. We're gonna go into Raikou and click Scald. That's our play. Let's do that. We're gonna have a bunch of turns left of, trying to think of the name, Light Screen. That's it. We gotta keep track of that. But we'll go for a Light Screen, Scald here. My God. The reason we're going for Scald is in case he goes into something like the Thundurus, we get a burn potentially. So we'll go for Scald. It is neutral, of course. He has no immunities. We'll see what he wants to do. Maybe he thinks we're going for a fighting move and he goes into the Spectrier, potentially. Who knows? But I'm happy I kept Scald in this set. Kind of disappointed I went with Scald over, or Aura Sphere over Discharge now, but it is what it is. Having Light Screen up is huge. Kind of wish it was also Reflect, but what are you going to do? As we Scald, then we're going to get a KO on this. So beautiful, there's no more electric immunity on his team. Well, what am I saying? There's no more ground type on his team at least. That's at least what it is. If you was Sash with Reversal, then that was definitely a possibility that I was expecting in prep. Like, just worry about him leaving Sash, Dugtrio, and me leaving Urshifu. I'd have to click U-turn. I'd have to, in case he goes for Reversal. But he'd have to expect me to be Scarf in that instance, so it's a gamble on his part, but I mean, he could also run no investment, like no speed on his Dugtrio to make sure he always undersped. That was a possibility, but what are you going to do? What is he going to go into here? I imagine it might be the Thundurus. Honestly, everything else is special except for the Drapion, so I kind of expect the Drapion to come out here as it's Horn Dog instead. That's fine with me, so we'll find out right now if he's Scarf. Do I want to go for a Calm Mind here? I think... Okay, we're behind the Light Screen. I'll go to Raikou against... Let's go for, where is it? Light Screen against the Thundurus. Thundurus Incarnate. Thundurus Therian, wow. Okay. Let's go for a Calm Mind here. We'll go for a Calm Mind. We'll go for a Calm Mind. It'll weaken more of the damage that it's going to do to us. So we'll be a +1 all around. We'll see what kind of item he has as well. We'll find out right now if he's Scarf, and that's good information for us to have for the Urshifu. And yeah. Yeah, at this point, Focus Blast with a +1 with the Light Screen, it's doing 15 to 17. He is totally Scarf. Wow, and that's going to do nothing to me. Easy. Easy, went for Grass Knot too. Great, so he's Scarf. That's really good knowledge to have. We just go fire off a free... Do we go for another one here? How many turns of Light Screen left live? That's what I want to check right now. We should have, I think, 3 or 4. Possibly 4. 5. Geez, nice, I'll take it. Let's go for... Ooh, a +1. We should be doing half to this. I think I want to go for another one. Or no, we're going to go for a Scald here. We're going for a Scald. It froze. Oh my god, I have no idea what's happening. Okay, there we go, it's back. Thank god. Switches out. Please tell me we went for Scald. 3 hands. Please tell me we went for Scald. I didn't see it get clicked. I really hope we went for Scald. Shit. Okay. That's me. That's on me. We're at +2. Okay. We're going to go to Drapion. Drapion. I'm sorry if you hear my keyboard clicky-clacking. Okay. A +2. Volt Switch has a chance to KO, but I'm not going to go for Volt Switch. Let's go for a Scald here. Once more. Scald has a chance to burn. If I discharge... Oh, that'd be beautiful if I discharge. But hey, what are you going to do? Scald comes out. We're going to get a burn. That's solid damage. As goes for Toxic. Damn, okay. That's actually fine. I'm okay with that. Raikou's job isn't really to set up and win the game. It's not. It's to just chip his team down. So we're going to go for another Scald here, honestly. Scald hits everything for neutral or better. Or actually just neutral. So we'll go for another Scald. We are +2/+2. If I had gone for... If I told Liv earlier, we would have done 54 to 64 to this with a +1. How unfortunate. It's alright. It's alright. We do have some outs still. I'm pretty sure Thundurus' Thunderbolt won't OHKO my Urshifu from full. But he switches out. What are you basically sacking here? Spirit. Okay. I'm okay with that. We'll go for another Scald. We're at +2. This should be doing a solid chunk to it. So Spectrier. Say it's Scarfed. Level 50. 57 to 67. Yeah. That's about right. That's about right. We'll go for another one. Dude, we might have enough Toxic turns too to really wear him down, really cause some problems. We'll find out again right here if he is Specs, but we do have Light Screen. We'll go for another one. Not Specs, but Scarf rather. If he's Scarf, he's doing 10 to 13% to me. That's no damage. That's no damage. This Light Screen is putting in the work. Are we going to get a KO on it? We do get a KO on it. Beautiful. So he's now at what? 3 mons left. We're going to do a lot of damage to every single one of them. That is great. That is phenomenal. Okay, we should have... I'm pretty sure we're going to have 2 or 1 turns left of light screen. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 1. But again, we'll ask Liv to double check. Okay, Siri or Google, whatever. I don't know what I did to activate it. It just starts talking, my phone. Oh, boy. Okay. Horn Dog comes out again. We're at +2. Let's check the turns of light screen. Let's check that out first. We have 1 turn left. So we'll go for Scald. That is our play. We know the Thundurus is Choice Scarf. Thundurus T. It's Choice Scarf. It is going to go for Volt Switch. That's fine. We kind of expected that-ish because, like, I don't know, that did nothing. That did 5 points of health, basically. Jesus. We're getting a KO on something. We're 2-KOing something here. I mean, maybe the Lele won't get 2-KO, but still, Lele's not going to want to take these hits. We're +2. There's not going to be any more light screen. Sasha's going to bot me, but in comes Lele. We're going to do 51 to 60 to it. 51 to 60. It's got no investment. Jesus. And if we get the burn, it's basically GG. Good lord. Wanda's Psychic Surge. Cosmo and Wanda. Shout out to Fairly Odd Parents. What a great show from back in the day. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure it's like still running, but not 100% positive. Skull's going to come out. Should do a solid chunk of damage to it. Ooh, baby. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. We'll go for another one here. No reason not to. We're getting severely weakened, but it's okay. This Raikou's putting in work. I was kind of skeptical about running Calm Mind, not gonna lie, but it's putting in work. Let's go for another Scald. Let's go for another Scald. I'm a little disappointed we didn't go for the first Calm Mind, only the one. We could have kind of played around it a little bit, maybe not get toxic, but hey, we're gonna get another KO with Raikou. That's his second one. Third one, actually, wow. So we get another one. The Lele and the Spectrier both don't get kills at all. They don't even get off attacks. He must know that his Thundurus is his win con. That's how he's playing. Yeah, it's definitely how he's playing. But at this point, I'm pretty sure the Drapion's in range of 2 Wicked Blows. I have to take a look. Okay, let's take a look. The Thundurus, we know that is Choice Scarfed. Back into the Thundurus he goes. Okay, well, I should take a look at this quickly. Thundurus, level 50. Again, we don't need this. We're just gonna go for another Scald here. Yeah, we'll go for another Scald. Focus Blast does the most amount of damage. He does 44 points of health. That's the max. Let's go for Dark Pulse instead. Is he gonna flinch? No, he doesn't flinch. Nice. So we're going to drop the Toxic here. Drapion's going to get a KO, but that's definitely cool as we almost OHKO it. Ooh, we got a crit there. We got a burn too, and we got a burn. Yo, Raikou is out for blood. Dude, okay. The freeze sucks there, but it didn't actually matter. It literally did not matter at all because he broke through. So thank God about that, okay? But we have been getting lucky. That crit there, plus the burn. I mean, I'll take it. I would like to get the burn on the Drapion potentially, but hey, we went for how many Scalds? Like 6, and we got 1 burn? Evens out. We're going to go into the Urshifu here. That should definitely get the KO on the Drapion with the Choice Banded, or Choice Scarfed Close Combat, so that's dope. Yeah, Raikou putting in work. It looks like it's going to be a 3-0. Oh, I will definitely take it, especially after that 3-0 loss we took last week. Damn, we needed this. And Urshifu will get a KO. It better get a KO. It has not clicked the move this entire game. We needed it to. We definitely needed it to. It's totally in range. We're going to go for it. Go for Close Combat. Pick up the win. Get that 3-0. We will take an advance to 7-3 on the season. Alright. We needed that. We needed that. Okay, guys. Do me a favor. Make sure to let me know down below what are your thoughts on the battle. We do KO, right? Yeah, thank God we KO'd. Okay. What are your thoughts on the battle down below? I mean, Raikou, obviously great, but we basically did exactly what we needed to, which was to get up webs, which allowed us to make sure we outspeed a Scarf Lele, allowed me to outspeed a Specs or non-Scarfed Spectrier with Raikou, and it really put in work our team. I'm really happy about it. Everything just went according to plan, which was great. We didn't even need to use our Metagross, which was our Lele check. But guys, that is going to be it for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts on the battle down below, subscribe to the channel, guys. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and we cannot get there without you. If you guys want to see amazing Draft League content, you guys want to learn something new, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out Liv, and I'll see you guys all next time.